Hey everyone! In this video I'm going to show you 10 different bugs or odd things that I found out in WoW. You might know some of these from before, but I've tried to keep it quite original. So let's get started. Number 10. The Antorus Teleporters. So let's just start off with a quite minor, but still mildly annoying bug. It's an Antorus. As you might know, there are a lot of different teleporters around the place. One to high command, one to get you to exhaust the burning throne and back to the entrance and all that. Well, it actually appears that they are killable. So yeah, I mean, if you get some NPCs, stack them up at the teleporter, and then they do their AoE and they just die. You can see here the health bar on the teleporter, and then when they start AoEing, it will slowly go down. And then when it's dead, it's still gonna be there for a while until you die yourself. Or I'm not sure if you can outrange it and it despawns on its own, but anyway. After you die, and then you run back, you can see that it's not there anymore. So you can't use it. This is annoying, especially in looking for raid, if someone were to, get them away, because I don't think you can reset the raid in looking for raid. In Mythic, it's hard as well, since you have to wait like 40 minutes or something before the instance resets on its own. I mean, for normal hero, you can just reset the instance, so that's no problem. It doesn't work on a teleporter that gets used to the exhaust and burning throne. That's what I've seen. It only works on the one to Gerotti and high command. I guess the high command is the most irritating one, since that's the most important one that you keep, because otherwise you can't even reach the raid boss. Number 9. Flying in Antorus. Alright, for the second one, I've already made a video that features this before, but there is a way to fly inside Antorus. Well, you're not freely flying, but at least you don't have control over the flight. The way to start flying is that you die halfway through the teleporter to get to one of the platforms at Portal Keeper. Then when you release a spirit while you're in flight, your character will be stuck in a loop and get teleported over and over back to that location. Even if you were to go through like a portal to get back to the other side of the raid or other parts of it, your character still wants to get back to just that location. And you will keep getting sent there over and over and over. I mean, it's quite fun if you're an explorer and want to see the different textures and all that. So, that's cool. It appears that if you keep moving, it won't get you stuck. So as long as you keep moving, it won't grab your character. So the way to get out of this loop is to get back to the location where the transporter is, and it should work like it should do, and you won't die. Yeah, so great. Number 8. Uther's Guard. So this one is a very fun bug, featuring Uther's Guard. It's a paladin bug, or I mean the item is a legendary for paladin, but it's a paladin only bug. So as you see, it says it heals for % of unit's health. Most abilities that heal for that will be like nerfed on bosses, so it doesn't heal that much. Like if it says it heals 15%, it's usually like maybe a half or something. But this one is actually working as intended, or as the tooltip says. So you can see here now on Win, if I use my Hand of Freedom, it heals for a bunch. To be exact, it heals for around 300 million, which is very nice. I mean, it's not that useful except maybe if you're going to defend your city boss against the enemy faction or something like that. So yeah, that's quite a cool bug. Number 7. Cushions. So let me showcase one of the strongest ways to get through walls and gates. It is a lunge cushion. They work on a lot of locations if you use them in the right way. I mean, there are of course some locations you won't get through by using this. But let's take, for example, the Ironforge gate, the one that's closed off. You can easily just put out a cushion and get through. A lot of you might already know about this, especially if you're an explorer. But for those of you that doesn't, this is a good way to get through stuff without having to spend time doing other bugs and glitches and stuff. Number 6. Elemental Shaman and Balanced Druid Ganking. So this one I guess a lot of gankers would enjoy. At least if you play a Shaman or a Druid. So let's start off with a Shaman. The elementals that the Shamans have, the Fire, Earth, and Storm Elemental, they won't aggro any neutral guards on their own. So let's say you're at Mount Hyjal and you see some level 80 or something. You send out your Elemental and it will just kill the Horde, or Alliance depending on what faction you play. That's quite unfair, I would say. And if they try to retaliate, then the guards will go for them instead of your Elemental, which is even more unfair. So this even works against higher level enemies because they will be like turning in a quest maybe, and then they attack like, hey, no one's helping me, okay, I'll help myself, but that doesn't really help them much because they just end up dying. So it's a nice trick to get, to get yourself easy kills, I guess. Easy gankers. Okay, so let's go on with the Druid version. This is not as interesting, and it might not really be a bug, but still it's a fun way to use Force of Nature, actually. So you summon your Force of Nature, and they'll be aggressive, like that's the way they are built. Then you flight form and fly over some enemy, could be an NPC or a player. And you can actually command your Trents to attack them while you're in flight form, safe and far away from danger. The only way I can see it being useful is maybe if you want to like be outside the enemy city's place and summon Trents and kill lobbies, and that's very mean, but still a way to use it. Number 5. Fatigue Ressurection. So this one is not that interesting, but it might save you some repair bills. I've noticed that this works in Broken Isles at least. I've tried it in Eastern Kingdom, but it doesn't work there sadly. So let's say you die far out in the fatigue, and then you have to either take rest sickness or you have to run back to fatigue to let your spirit die and then run back again, so you get a double repair bill something. But if you run out to fatigue as a ghost and you press return to graveyard exactly before you're supposed to die, I mean your spirit is supposed to die, then you will return to graveyard, as you can see, with full health. And that saves you some repair. This is a cool little thing, but it's not that useful because not that many people die in fatigue out in Broken Isles, I would say. Number 4. Exploring Fatigue. So this one is not really a bug, it's more of a feature of our Protection Paladin. So Fatigue is added to stop you from exploring the edges of the ocean. It makes your mana regen stop, so a healer won't be able to sustain themselves. And it deals quite a lot of damage, it's like 20% every second. Yeah. However, Protection Paladins and Legion happen to have a very strong heal, which doesn't cost any mana, and that's the Hand of the Protector. So if you gear yourself for versatility, haste, and get the right talents, I would say Seraphim especially. Yeah, I think that's the most important ones. And of course Hand of Protector. Then you should be able to survive it with the help of like drums and stuff. And good usage of Diamond Shield and Hand Protector. I've been able to survive for like 30 minutes until my mana runs out, until I run out of mana. So it's very nice if you're an explorer and really want to, explore all the ocean. Number 3, Immortal NPCs. So this one is a very fun one in my opinion. Not that it's so useful, but still. So, back in Cataclysm, they changed some NPCs so that their health won't be reduced below like 80% of their maximum health when they're fighting other NPCs. That means the NPCs will keep fighting each other over and over. I guess it's to make it more immersive or something. However, this also makes it so you can kite low level mobs into places that they should die instantly, in my opinion. Such as a level 6 troll from Dun Morogh. So you can get this troll all the way to Ironforge. And the guards won't kill it. It's too strong. No. And then you get all the way to the faction bosses, and then you got a huge bunch of MCs just smacking this level 6 troll, and it is not dying. I mean, it won't be able to defeat anything on its own before the next server reset, but I guess it's a fun thing if you want to stack up a lot of mobs for a coming Horde Alliance invasion or something. It's a little fun gem. Number 2, Invisible NPCs. So, the coming one is more of a old glitch or a bug. To notice all of this, you might want to put on friendly nameplates. To do this, you can write this command. Blizzard changed it a while back, so they removed it from the interface. You can no longer put on like friendly unit nameplates, and I'm not sure why they did that, but anyway. So you might notice some place in the world with very odd NPC names, such as this. I mean, what is this? I guess it's some kind of hidden NPC they added to help with quest chains maybe or something, like starting an event or something. Yeah. There are other locations with similar units, such as this one in Netherguard Keep. I mean the old Netherguard Keep. Oh yeah, I'm not sure exactly why they're here, but anyway. There's also another kind of NPC, Invisible One. Here one is in Ashen Vale. If you aggro some Goblin NPCs to this place, you can see that they start taking damage from something that we have no clue what it is. So I try to find out. I let them stay here and attack for quite a while. And then you can see that it actually died. And it seems to be a rampaging Furborg. So I wonder, like, what's this dude doing here? And then I checked through the database and stuff, and I found out that it's a quest chain for Alliance. You spawn these, and they will go and attack the Horde NPCs. It's supposed to only spawn through the quest, but I guess they're always there. I guess that's how they programmed it. But anyway, there are similar places with similar kind of NPCs. Here in, if you do the balance of power quest chain, you can see in Stormheim that there are some Valkyrs that get attacked by something that we don't know what it is. I would assume it's a Worgen or something, or some kind of cat because of their ability toolkit. Anyway, the combat log won't say anything at all, and I've not yet been able to find out what it is. So if you were able to find out, that would be great. I mean, maybe if you stay long enough and they'll AoE and they will kill the MC and you'll see it like last time, but I'm not sure. Number 1. Dun Morogh Whispers. So this last thing I want to show you is something weird, odd, creepy. Yeah, okay. It's a location in Dun Morogh, right here. You can see on the map. If you move your character around, you'll hear these demonic whispers, which is very spooky. I've not seen anything similar to this before. Back at this location, it used to be female goblins. Back in, I think it was Mismundari Warlord, I don't remember exactly, expansion. But I've been here before, and then it was not Demonic Whispers. So my theory, what this is that it's some kind of testing area for Blizzard. Maybe like they put in a lot of different NPCs to see their abilities or how they react or something. I've tried to get to this place, like to use my cushions, lunge cushions, however you pronounce that, to find this area on the mountain, but I've not been able to. Because if you get under the world, you DC, and that's sad. But yeah, let me know what you think this is. That would be quite interesting to see. So that was all I had for you this time. I hope you thought it was interesting, at least some of them. I'm sure you know most of these, and I've also made videos before featuring this. I mean, a lot of these things. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions or whatever you feel like sharing. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.